Is your leadership approach effective or efficient? Is there a difference between these two things? And is that significant, that difference? My name's Ben Davies. I work for Chimp Management and we're going to look at this together. So before we dive into it, let's try and understand the Chimp model that we at Chimp Management use. So it's a framework to help us understand how the mind works. And it breaks the brain into three components. So there is us, the human. This is the part that's able to think logically, rationally. It does all those really adult things like problem solve and planning and thinking about consequences before we act. There's the Chimp System, which is this part independent to us, and it is also able to think, but uses emotion and feelings. And then there's this computer system. So it's like a backup hard drive full of all of our experiences, but also our perceptions of those experiences. So this could include our beliefs that we hold about ourselves, others, and the world. It can also just be physical habits, so behavioural habits that we do day in, day out, automatically without thinking. So let's go back up to the top, effective versus efficient. It might be useful if we get some broad definitions of the both of them to start with. So effective could be seen as, am I doing things that are going to get the outcome I want? Efficient is, am I using my time and energy well, but it's not necessarily going to get the outcome I want? So if we look at this through the lens of the model, the Chimp system is a short-term, immediate gratification system. So it's likely to be looking at what feels like I'm being efficient right now. So it's not really thinking about the outcome so much. It's thinking what makes me feel like I'm doing a good job right now, which can be really helpful, but often it can not be in alignment with what you're actually after, which is effectiveness. Whereas if we take a step back, if we pause and we reflect and we engage that part of our brain that's our human, and we say, what is it we're trying to achieve? What's the outcome here? What would be good today? That's actually starting to answer that question of effectiveness. Now we can make decisions that are going to be in line with trying to achieve that, as opposed to the chimp going, I just need to do something. I need to feel efficient right now. So if we were to look at that as a working example of something a leader might come up against, let's say you're leading a team that is maybe remote. So they're all working in their silos and you've got an objective of, I want to create a bit of team cohesion. Now the Chimp system might, in that individual, think, right, how do we feel efficient right now? I'm going to make everybody jump on a Zoom call for a couple of hours every day. Brilliant, fixed. I feel like I'm working towards my goal. I feel efficient, problem solved. Whereas if we actually then think, is this working? Is this getting the outcome you want in terms of team cohesion? Probably not. Whereas if we were to step back with our human and reflect, what does team cohesion mean? What does it look like? What does it involve? What might individuals need on an individual basis? Effectiveness might be going, I need to consult individuals and see what they want and work with them. And it might be that setting up Zoom calls for a few of them is useful. For others, that actually might cause more problems. So all of that is possible if you, as the leader, take on the skill of just pausing, reflecting and engaging that human and going, what is the outcome I want? Let's just double check we're very clear on that. What are now the actions that are actually going to impact that? Not just actions that are going to leave my chimp feeling efficient, like I feel I've been efficient today. Because that's the trap sometimes that we can get into as humans. If you want to know more about this, you can obviously pick up Path Through the Jungle, Professor Steve Peters' new book, where it goes into a lot more detail. Obviously bits of the neuroscience are in there as well. And there's obviously the Chimp Management website. We'd love to hear from you. Good luck managing your chimps and looking around this area of effectiveness versus efficiency.